So we want to give you a picture of how this works. We want you to understand that you are source energy and that a part of your perspective comes forth into this body. And here you explore contrast. And as you explore the contrast, this constant rocket of desire shoots forth from you. And when it does, that non-physical part of you rides that rocket, so to speak, and literally becomes the vibrational equivalent of whatever it is you have asked for. So everything that you have manifested in your life already was, before it manifested, it was received and held by the non-physical part of you. That non-physical part of you then calling you constantly toward it. For a while we have been saying to you that when you have a desire and you believe that desire, then it is. And then we began saying to you that when you ask, it is given. In fact, that message is so important that we've written a book and named it that, best title ever given to any book ever, because it tells you the whole story in the title. How good is that? Read the book anyway. It tells the whole story in the book. We wanted a longer title. We wanted to say, so I am non-physically focused, and from my non-physical perspective, I send forth a part of that which I am into the physical experience. And in that physical human form, I begin to explore contrast. And as I explore the contrast, I know what I don't want, I know what I do, I don't know what I don't, I know what I do. I know what I don't want, I know what I do want, I know what I don't want, I know what I do want. And as I set forth those rockets of desire, then the larger part of me, the non-physical part of me, follows that rocket of desire and literally becomes the vibrational equivalent of it. And then when I, in my physical form, become a vibrational match to that which I'm asking for and to the broader part of me that has already become a vibrational equivalent to that which it is, then it is. But they said it was too long. And we like asking it is given anyway because it tells the whole story. But the thing that we want you to gather as a result of the time that we are spending together here today is that you are more than you know here in this physical body. And that larger part of you, that non-physical part of you, is playing a very large vibrational role in that which you are living. And when you accept that those two parts of you exist, and even more important, when you begin to understand that you in your physical form, beautiful beings that you are more than the flesh, blood, and bone being that you see. You are vibration. You are extension of source vibration. And when you understand that you are vibration, do you get that you are vibration mostly? You do such a good job of being vibrational beings that you don't even know you're it. What you see is a translation of vibration. What you hear is a translation of vibration. Even what you smell and taste and feel with your fingertips, all vibrational interpretation. And we want you to understand that you are vibration. And when you begin to get a sense of the two vibrational aspects of you, the part of you that's here focused and offering a vibration, and the larger part of you that is the eternal becoming of all that you have lived, the pure positive energy source part of you, and you begin to pay attention to the vibrational relationship between those two parts of you, now you can live life as you have intended. So how would you go about knowing the relationship between those two vibrational aspects of you and you? You're sort of like a two-headed monster, and we want to get both heads moving in the same direction. The way you can feel the relationship is through the emotions that you feel. In other words, when you feel passion, when you feel joy, when you feel love or enthusiasm, that means that whatever you're focused upon here in your physical form is causing you to offer a perfect vibration that aligns perfectly with that which you are, so there is no separation between you, and you are feeling the exhilaration of that alignment. But when you feel anger or fear or resentment or any of those not good feeling emotions, that means that in the moment of that feeling, you have activated, by virtue of whatever you're giving your attention to, a vibration within you, sort of beating the drum of what is or of what's gone wrong. And as you activate that vibration within you significantly enough that it gets hold of you a little bit, we'll talk about that later, then what happens is you're offering a vibration that has caused enough discord between you and who you really are that you feel the discord, and that discord is felt in the form of negative emotion. So it is accurate to say negative emotion always means the same thing every time. It means I, in my human form, am not keeping up with who I really am. With who, oh, hear this, this is the most important thing. I am not keeping up. If I feel negative emotion, I am not keeping up with who this life experience has caused me to become. So when you're mad at somebody, you're not mad at them. Oh, sure, it would have been better if they had stood on their head to please you in whatever way you think you wanted to be pleased. But when you're mad at them, you're not mad at them. You feel that discord because you're not keeping up with you. Of course, your exposure to the experience with them helped you know what you don't want, which caused you to launch a rocket of desire, which caused the larger part of you to ride that rocket of desire. In other words, when someone's rude to you, you want them to be nicer. And the non-physical part of you assumes that vibrational stance. When you're rude to someone, you want to be nicer. And the non-physical part of you assumes that vibrational stance. So now, your exposure to whatever happened has caused you to know what you don't want. You don't want them to behave like that, which helps you to know what you do want. You would like them to behave like that. The source energy part of you turns immediately, completely. It's what Jesus meant when he said turn the other cheek. Gives undivided attention to that which you are asking for and holds that vibration steady and constant for you. And if you don't go, you don't feel good. Now, why is it that you would even feel the vibrational relationship between you and you? Well, because it's you. When you're pulling apart, it doesn't feel good. And when you're in alignment, it feels wonderful. But there is another piece to this that we know. If you understand this, then you'll get how you've been feeling. Then you'll understand why you feel the way you do about the things you feel the way you do about. And you'll understand why everybody else feels the way they do. In other words, as you get this, all mysteries in life, why anything has happened to anyone, including you or anyone that you're watching, you will now understand, because there is this powerful and utterly consistent law that is the manager, the vibrational manager, you might say, of this universe. And it is called law of attraction. Law of attraction is the manager of vibrational frequencies. Law of attraction says when you offer a vibration, that things that match that vibration come back to you. So when you're beating the drum of, I don't have enough money, more money cannot come to you. It cannot come because you're beating the drum of something different than what you're asking for. So, but remember, when you're beating the drum of I don't have enough money, you're asking for more money, and the non-physical part of you has become the vibrational equivalent of more money. So now, law of attraction is responding to both aspects of that which is you. Doesn't that make sense to you? If law of attraction is this equal opportunity manager, responding to all vibrations, bringing vibrations together that are a match to one another, doesn't it make sense that law of attraction is responding to the non-physical part of you as well as the physical part of you? So now we have a question. We're going to appeal to your logic, and then if you get it wrong, we'll tell you the real answer. This non-physical part of you, this eternal part of you. Eternal is a very long word, isn't it? This eternal part of you, this part of you that has been offering vibration for much longer than you understand time to have existed in your time-space reality. This non-physical part of you that existed before you came forth into this physical body, this non-physical part of you that rides the rocket of desire and becomes the further extended part of you. This non-physical part of you, law of attraction is responding to. And then there's this physical part of you. Perhaps Esther's voice intonation has given it away. Which part do you think law of attraction is responding to in the most powerful way? This part of you, this eternal part of you, or this part of you that is physically focused right here and now? And what we want you to understand is that as you have become through the life that you've lived, law of attraction is powerfully responding to this point of attraction. And what that does to you is it gives you a sensation of momentum, and it's real, it's literal. It's sort of like a raging river that is flowing in the direction of who you are and all that you want. Can you feel what we're getting at? So as this river is flowing, and it really is, every time you know what you don't want and you ask for something more, you make the river go a little faster. So you, through your physical experience, have caused your river to go faster and faster and faster and faster. The question that this workshop wants to ask and answer is, are you keeping up with the stream that you've set forth? Or are you even going in the direction of what you are asking for? We see our physical friends. You are so beautiful and unique and interesting. You take your boat down to the river's edge, and almost without exception, you turn it upstream and begin paddling very hard. And we say, that's very interesting, but why not turn and go with the flow? And you say to us, clever beings that you are, oh, Abraham, that just seems lazy to me. Everybody that I know that is worth anything is paddling very hard upstream. Look at them. Look how good we have gotten at it. Look how valiant and virtuous we are. Look how good we are at paddling upstream. And look how much we have accomplished with our struggle. And we say, but wouldn't it be ever so much better to turn and go with the flow? No, I have to prove worthiness. And we say, to who? And you say, to the others who are paddling upstream. If I don't paddle upstream as hard as they are, they will think something's wrong with me. And we say, something is wrong with you. You're paddling upstream. And then we want to say to you, and this is the most important part of all of this, nothing that you want is upstream. Not one thing that you want is upstream. And the reason we know that is because we know how the cycle of life works. We know who you were before you came into this body. We see you in your magnificent time-space reality, carving out the contrast and becoming more. And we just want you to know that your emotions tell you whether you're turning and going with the flow of that which life has caused you to become, or whether you're holding yourself in resistance to it. So there is allowing, the art of allowing. Allowing what? Allowing me in my human form to be a vibrational match to who I really am. Allowing me in my human form to be a vibrational match to who I was before I was born? Yes. To who I am as non-physical energy? Yes. But even more important, to be a vibrational match to who I have become. And that's what we mean when we say, you got to keep up with you or you don't feel good. So when that person has made you feel angry and you are holding this resentful grudge at them because you felt good before that happened and now you feel bad, and you know if they had just behaved differently you wouldn't be feeling bad, we want to say to you, you're giving your power away by giving them the credit or the responsibility or the blame for the way you feel. Because first of all, you can't control all of them. You try, it's not working out very well. Have you noticed? You cannot control them, and the more you try, the more you realize the impossibility of it. And even more important, in your focusing upon what's wrong, you hold yourself apart from what is right. And as you hold yourself apart from what is right, and by that we mean apart from that which you have become, you will never ever feel good. So Jerry and Esther had the wonderful experience of going on a whitewater rafting tour last summer. And the first thing they noticed, they were on the bus with several others. 6 of them, friends, went together, and then there were a busload of high school wrestlers that were with them. And as they were going up the canyon in this bus with all of the rafts on top of the bus, Jerry and Esther kept looking out the window and asking each other, what were we thinking? Because it was a class 4 river, and the river was raging. A lot of snow melt. The river was high and fast, spiking up over the boulders and embankments. It was amazing to see. And when they took their rafts down to the water's edge, we have to tell you that it did not occur to any of them, not even the high school wrestlers, to turn the boat upstream and paddle against the current. It was obvious to all of them that this stream was going to have their way with them. And the first thing that their river guide said to them is, friends, this is not Disneyland. We cannot turn this river off. And we want to say the same thing to you. We cannot turn this river off, nor would we want to, nor would you want to, although you sometimes think you would like it to be turned off when the stream is beating you up. But we want you to understand the only reason the stream, your stream, the stream that you set into motion before your birth and the stream that you have kept moving faster and faster since your birth, your stream cannot be slowed down or turned off, because you cannot become less than life has caused you to become. You can't pull back from that which life has caused you to become.